back, all of you. Once again, it's Backpack, and still we have more to bring you about Egypt. Today, we are here in the Citadel, one of the main landmarks here in Cairo. Inside the Citadel, you have many beautiful sights, and also we have different stories to tell you about. Well, we are very much interested in the location itself as well, talking about the Citadel, talking about how this location was chosen as a place to build the citadel at that time. Well, we're talking about modern Egypt and we're talking about different stories. Well, in the citadel, we have also many important places inside where we can stop by. So let's find out together more about the citadel, more about this beautiful location of this building, and also more about the important spots where you can stop by inside the citadel to learn more about modern Egypt.
The citadel is located at the top of a high cliff. It has a very special location that offers the tourists with magnificent views over different sections around Cairo. But maybe the first question here, why this location in particular?
So first of all, tell me more about your visit here in Egypt.
So we just arrived literally yesterday. So this is my first day in Egypt. It took us 24 to 26 hours to get here. So I'm from New Zealand, so it's the opposite side of the world. I've always been intrigued in your culture. Like I literally got it on my arm, like an Egyptian tattoo. So I've come here to explore the culture, and I'm also doing like YouTube and stuff. So I really want to like show all the people from back home what it's like here in Egypt. You know.
So tell me, why did you decide to come to visit Egypt?
I don't know, I've always been intrigued. Like, I've got a few Egyptian friends back over in Australia and New Zealand, and it's just the culture. Your guys' culture is the best thing I've ever come across. So I'm like, I want to go see it for myself.
I noticed now some of this, yes, it has to do with the Egyptian.
Yeah, so I got this in Thailand, and I was like, that's how much I love you guys. So I got it on me.
So tell me, first of all, where are the places that you have visited?
So my friend over there, so she does the itinerary for all of us, but we're definitely Cairo, we're here, and we're doing the Nile River, we're going to do a cruise, we're going to multiple places actually. Luxor, is it huh?
Luxor and Aswan.
Yeah, so we're here for 2 weeks, we're just trying to squeeze everything into one and then go all over Egypt, so.
Are you interested in culture and historical sites?
Yeah, very interested in it. So back in New Zealand, we weren't really taught about this. So I'm so intrigued. So this is why I came to learn. And we have the best tour guide with us as well. So he's teaching us everything. So yeah, that's it.
Did you like the Citadel?
This? It's amazing. I'm showing everyone back in New Zealand and I'm like, look, I'm like, it's crazy. This stuff you never see, especially on the side of our world. You don't get this stuff. So, yeah.
Do you have anything in mind about Luxor, Aswan, history, civilization, anything that you have read about or heard about?
Not really, no. Just, do you know what? Back in my country, all you see is like the poor and the bad side. Obviously TV, like that's all they show, right? So I have Egyptian friends, they tell me different. So I don't know, so I just came to see for myself in person what it's like, civilization and all that. So yeah.
So usually people in your country, what are they interested in when it comes to traveling? I mean tourism.
The people in my country, they don't really travel. We're Kiwi, so I'm Kiwi, that stands for a New Zealander. They're very scared to get out their own country. So if they knew, my mum doesn't even know I'm here. That's how scared she would be for me. So
Your message will be from here.
yeah, but she doesn't know I'm here. She thinks I'm somewhere else. She would kill me if she knew that I was in Egypt. That's the mind that they put in New Zealanders and from our side, that this is too dangerous or whatnot. So yeah.
So give them the final message.
So fundamentally, this is a beautiful place. Like their culture, everything, their food. You know what, you guys' food, like I'm obsessed with already. So do not be scared to travel, especially here. Like go look for yourself and with your own eyes. So.
When Saladin took control of Egypt with no resistance to be mentioned from the Fatimids, who ruled Egypt from the 8th till the 12th century, he decided that Cairo should have a fortified citadel to protect the city against any foreign attacks, especially the threat of the Crusaders that were carrying military campaigns towards the Middle East at that period of time. Saladin was influenced with the forts and citadels he viewed in Syria and Lebanon and how fortified and protective they were. Recognizing the importance of having such a citadel to protect Cairo, he guided all of the resources he had to construct such an important military structure. Checking out many different locations in and around Cairo, Saladin decided to construct his citadel over the Muqattam Hill to overlook the whole city of Cairo and to be located at a high position that is hard to be reached or attacked. Saladin al-Ayyubi, or Salah ad-Din al-Ayyubi as we say it in Egypt, was the famous king and army leader and the founder of the Ayyubid dynasty. During the end of the 12th century, the citadel has witnessed many important events in the Egyptian history. citadel was used as the seat of the king and his government in Egypt for many centuries, and many dynasties, including the Ayyubids and the Mamluks, and even some Ottomans ruled over Egypt from the citadel. The citadel had always played a significant role in the political life of Egypt in different stages of history, to the extent that in some occasions a king used to rule over Cairo while another sultan or ruler had control of the citadel.
So tell me more about your visit to Egypt.
So I just graduated from nursing school, so that's the original reason why I'm coming here. I've always wanted to come here. I've always just been so interested in the history, in the culture, and not a lot of people want to branch out and do that, so that's the main reason why I'm here.
From where did you come?
So I'm originally American, but I live in Australia at the moment. Yeah.
So what do you have in mind about Egypt? What did you study? What are the important places that you would love to visit to learn more about?
Oh, well, definitely Cairo, like in the pyramids, and we're about to go to the Egyptian Museum so I can immerse myself more in the history and the culture. And then I'm really excited to go to the Valley of the Kings and everything, down to Luxor, Aswan, obviously, but just kind of just experience every little part of it as I can, and just want to leave here a little bit more knowledgeable and share my experience with everybody else.
So you're planning to visit Luxor and Aswan moving into Upper Egypt, right?
Yes.
Did you read about these places?
Oh yeah, I definitely did like a 15-page itinerary about it.
Did you like the idea or the fact about visiting ancient sites that goes back to thousands of years? And we always say that all these years and still everything exists, and still many of these sites always also they are in a good state. Even we can see the color in temples, on the monuments.
Yeah, it's quite insane that several just thousands and thousands of years that it's still standing, like just ancient history that we never thought we'd actually be able to see in real life, and to be able to walk through and immerse yourself in that culture is amazing.
Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time. I literally flew in yesterday.
So today you are here in the Citadel. Can you tell us anything about your impression about the place today?
Just very different, just really kind of learning more about the Islamic culture and the mosques and just how things are run here, because it's so different from what I'm used to, so it's a bit of an eye-opener, and I'm really enjoying what I'm learning.
So after you finish your visit and after these couple of days, what do you have to tell to anyone who would like to ask you about your visit to Egypt?
Just do it. Just go and immerse yourself in it. It's already day one. It's probably the best trip I've gone into from all the other places I've been to, and I've traveled quite a bit.
Usually when you plan to travel, do you find more about the place just by asking tour operators or people, or you're looking for the word of mouth? I mean, you're searching for real experience that people who used to be in the place.
I definitely kind of a bit of both, honestly. I want to experience what everybody talks about, but also I also kind of want to do the underrated places, more like the locals go to. Kind of immerse myself in that and see how the real culture is instead of going to the tourist traps.
And I think you are planning to share your experience as well on all means of social media.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I have planned.
So, what are you going to say about it?
That it was just nothing short of amazing. Food, the people are very generous and welcoming here, and just try to share my knowledge of what I've learned here as best as I can, and to come here. Very underrated.
The construction work of the citadel of Saladin in Cairo has started in 1176 during the reign of Saladin. However, it was completed in 1182 during the ruling period of Al-Malik al-Kamil, who governed Egypt after Saladin and was the first king to live in the citadel. There is also an interesting story behind selecting this site for the citadel. Saladin chose it for its healthy air, and the story goes that he hung pieces of meat up at all around Cairo. Everywhere the meat spoiled within a day, with the exception of the citadel area, where it remained fresh for several days. In reality, this location provides a strategic advantage both to dominate Cairo and to defend outside attackers. Saladin used the most modern fortress building techniques of that time to construct the original citadel. Great round towers that were built protruding from the walls so that defenders could direct flanking fire on those who might scale the walls. themselves were 10 meters high and 3 meters thick. Bir Yusuf or the Saladin's well was dug in order to supply the occupants of the fortress with an inexhaustible supply of drinking water. There is also a ramp large enough so that animals could descend into the well in order to power the machinery that lifted the water. After the death of Saladin, his nephew Il-Kamil reinforced the citadel by enlarging several of the towers. The Burj al-Haddad or blacksmith tower and the sand tower, making them fully 3 times larger. These 2 towers control the narrow pass between the citadel and the Muqattam hills. Al-Kamil also built a number of great towers around the perimeter of the walls, 3 of which can still be seen overlooking the citadel parking area.
that was all for our backpack for today. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, we'll be back to bring you more about Egypt. And always remember, whatever you are looking for, you will find it in Egypt. We'll try to bring you more about the diversification of the tourism product. We're trying to bring you more about the recreational tourism, cultural tourism, historical sites. Yes, it is very, very important to learn more about ancient history and culture, visiting ancient sites, but also it is very important to learn more about modern Egypt and more about the important sites that can tell you more about the history of modern Egypt.